Yeah, it's looking a little iffy out in front of us. This bright yellow field coming up on the left side is mustard. I always thought that was canola, but I just learned it was mustard. And Linda and I are just heading south to an area called Natural Bridge Falls. And the forest down below, the national forest down below that, we're going to camp tonight. We installed air conditioning on the trailer. I mentioned that in the previous video, but we haven't got to try it out yet, except for in the driveway. But the next couple of days are supposed to be up in the high 90s here, so I'm sure we'll give it a try. We'll take you along for all of that and hopefully see some neat stuff along the way. But let's just see what this trip is all about. Nice little camp spot here, and just nice and flat right above the river. A little noisy though. This is the Boulder River. It's flowing very well. And just like 100 feet away, there's a even nicer spot, and it's a lot quieter. There's a trail along the river. I think I'll get Linda and we'll come explore this a little later. It's probably a fisherman's trail, you know, where they walk along the river and look for places to throw a line in. But this is worth checking out. We got here late yesterday afternoon, rainy, thunderstorms, but on the forecast I could see that today was going to be really nice, and it is nice. It's a beautiful day. The rest of the week is supposed to be sunny and pretty darn hot. Maybe we'll get to check out our new air conditioning. Haven't been able to use it yet. Hey Linda.
Yeah?
There's a really nice trail down along the river,
Yeah.
and I thought maybe we'd go walk that. You want to do that?
Sure.
Let's go.
Okay.
I saw nice places to pitch a tent down here. This one is really nice, but it's so noisy.
Yeah. And it's right by the, where bears and animals come down for water.
Yeah, and with this amount of noise, you would never hear a bear coming. Let's go look, let's walk down the trail some more. Okay.
Oh, look. Rick.
What do you see, Linda?
This shelter.
Oh, I walked right by that. It's a debris shelter, a big one. I imagine when this had all fresh limbs on it, it would have been pretty cool. It's big.
There's a fire ring right there.
Yeah, and you're back enough off the river, it's not too noisy. Yeah, look at this. Go inside, Linda, so they can get an idea how big it is. Linda makes it look really big, but oh yeah, she can stand up in there, and it goes way back. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, this thing is about 10 feet by, geez, I don't know, maybe 16 inside. Wow, this is really nice. Level, and the floor is soft. Of course, a debris shelter like this won't protect you very much from rain, but it kind of will if you stack enough stuff on top of it. But this thing's pretty stout.
It's nice.
Yeah. I think this is the nicest one I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow. That thing's got to be at the highest peak up there of the branches. It's got to be like 10 feet. And somebody did a really nice job. Wow, you could spend some time here. Now a person could redo this. Put all fresh branches on top and it'll go again.
Go fishing, you catch your fish, come over here, you pull a hoyam or cook it. Then nighttime you go to bed in there.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and then this is your front yard. Very nice. You see any fish? Yeah?
That looks like an arrowhead. That white triangle. Do you see it?
No.
It's right there. It's probably just a rock.
So Linda thinks she sees a arrowhead, but it might just be a bright colored rock. But it's worth checking out. I was going to go in, but she volunteered. It's right below her. Do you see it?
Yep.
What is that?
Oh, it's a piece of glass.
Oh,
Like off of a
toss it up here.
old-fashioned coffee cup.
Okay.
Treasure.
Ah, it's pretty. Let me put it in the sun. Here's some, maybe some sun over here. Yeah, it's got design on it. It's part of an old coffee cup or something. Maybe a plate or something. Well, as you can see, the road was just a little bit muddy getting in here yesterday. Of course, that means the trailer is filthy too, but yeah, we'll be looking for a car wash pretty soon. Coming in here yesterday, we saw a couple places we wanted to stop. One was a historical land site that we wanted to see. I don't know exactly what it's about yet. There was a cabin there. We'll go check that out. Also, there's a place called Natural Bridge Falls with a little bit of a hike to it. We want to go see that. So this area is Boulder Canyon with the Boulder River running through it. And Originally there was massive gold mining up through here in the late 1800s with the gold rush, and that involved a lot of dredging and tearing up of the riverbed and everything back during that time. And that happened in most Montana mountain streams. This one, no exception. But in 1903, they had the Forest Service by that time, and this area started to be patrolled, and of course it became a national forest, and then they were able to regulate what went on these lands by that time. Anyways, the first Forest Service station was about 1903, 1905 here in this area. Boy, what a beautiful place to be in the summertime. I just read that over a period of about 20 years, they restored this using original style tools and techniques to restore it to original accuracy. Now this right here, dug into the hillside, is a root cellar, of course, for preserving, vegetables and things like that, tubers. But it's also very possibly the very first living site here, called a dugout, where they'd dig back into the hillside. It was easier to keep warm. And of course it would have had a wood-burning stove in there, but a dugout. Yeah, it looks pretty comfortable. This is a small bedroom off the side of the main room. It's a museum now. Sleigh bells, cowbell. So Fred Kaufman was the original ranger here. We were just told that this is actually his saddles here. And that these over here were his original logbooks, and everything he did is written in here.
Those binders in there. These 4 phone lines are put in way back there. One goes to the
So when they lived there, there was no one else in the valley?
quite a place. I think they use those in the mines.
Wow.
Western Electric.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I put you on the video here? Is that all right? Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the
Come again.
knowledge and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
Thank you.
Nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, the cabin we just saw is spring-fed, and you can see that the water just pumps out of that spring. And it's got a hand pump inside that you saw at the sink. Yeah, pretty neat. Good water. The river goes down in a hole here. We can't really see it, but there's a big upwelling of water right down below us here. Then it continues on downstream. Maybe we'll get a better view from further up. Now you can see where the water comes back out when it's way downstream. Pretty impressive. We just read that Natural Bridge Falls gets its name from a natural sandstone bridge that went across that hole back there where the water went underground, but that bridge collapsed in 1988. beautiful Montana. Well, this being 4th of July weekend and seeing all the people here in this area, we're really fortunate to have found that campsite last night because it's pretty nice. It's just a dispersed camping spot. There are a lot of campgrounds along the Boulder River here, but we're not visiting them, so if you come this way and you got a trailer or something like that, we suggest you check it out beforehand to see if it's trailer length spots. I know we did pull into one yesterday that was tent only and we had to back out, so it ended up okay for us though. Well, this has been a beautiful campsite. We'll stay one more night, I think, maybe 2, I don't know. Somebody did some metal detecting up here and they left a pile of the stuff so I could show you what they found. Some kind of a bread tin, cast iron, maybe a muffin tin, bread tin. Here's part of an old leather boot. It's old. Look how tight the laces were on it, or how closely spaced the laces were. Bit of chain. I don't know what this is. Maybe one of you know, and you can leave a comment down below. Part of an old kerosene lantern. This is part of a big brake pedal off a truck or something. At least I think that's what that is. Speaking of a truck, this is the brake lever off of some kind of a vehicle like that. Grab it and you squeeze it and pull back to set the parking brake. Back then we called them emergency brakes. And then I don't know what else. Various pieces of scrap here. Oh, so you guys know what this is called? I know most of you do. It's a damper off of a wood stove to adjust the air going through your wood stove. Don't know what this is. Some kind of a clamp. Don't know what. Piece of old porcelain dinner plate. And over here, a great big long bolt. This is a part of a horse's bridle.
It's a bit goes in the mouth.
This part goes in the mouth, Linda says. This part depresses the tongue. This is a bearing cap off of a crankshaft. Well, they were doing logging here, but they are also doing a lot of mining, especially mining. Gold mine. There's gold mines up on the hillside up above us. Pretty steep climb getting up to them. This stuff laying here kind of signifies to me that the spot where we're camped, there was probably some kind of a cabin here or something at one time, and this is left over from that. The water here tests good. You could actually drink this. This is the Kactoily water tester that I featured a long time ago. I'll put a link to this down in the video description. It tests for chemicals and fluoride and of course bacteria and everything. And we use it in our travels when we want to refill our water jugs. You could actually drink this water, but I'm going to go ahead and filter it anyway. This is actually a little more critical than it needs to be. It measures down to, it considers anything over like 4 parts per million as being not safe, but a hiking filter only filters down to 14 parts per million anyway, so it's good to know that it's more critical than it needs to be. In the link, it'll tell you about all the parameters and everything, but anyways, it's made by Kactoily. This video isn't sponsored by it. It was a long time ago, but we just use it, so it's a good one. The filter I'm using is made by Membrane Solutions, and it's their camp filter, so it's got a big bag. I need to go refill it again. And we just always have it along to refill our water jugs. I like this particular one because it's got a big wide mouth on it, makes it easy to fill. I'll put a link to this one too.